guys, it is Kenzie and today I'm talking about my hair horror story, and this really happened. This isn't like clickbait or anything. I got my hair basically fried off and it really sucks. This happened about 2 months ago, like mid-March. I wanted to get my hair seriously lightened, like blonde. I went from this to what I am now. It's taken obviously 2 months. I did it a week before my spring break. I wanted to go to Los Angeles and then I think I was going to New York right after, and then I was going to somewhere else. I don't remember, but I wanted to have just like new and improved hair for the spring and summer, and that was just such a big mistake because I went to Los Angeles with like really bad hair. I didn't do it myself. I went to a salon, and I've gone to the salon since I was in high school. There's a huge bug. Oh my god. I'm not gonna say the name of the salon or my hairdresser at all because my mom still goes to the salon. She loves her hairdresser. It's a different lady. I've never had her dye my hair or anything like that. I would always usually just go darker and darker, so I would do it by myself at home. On a regular February afternoon, I went and got my hair cut by her, and I showed her this picture, and I had been tossing up the idea of going blonde for a really long time, and I said, can you do this? Like, is this possible? How many sessions do I need? Like, how much would it cost? And she said that it would look really good. She could do it in one session, which I was so skeptical about because you never hear someone going from dark brown to blonde in one session. The bug is crawling. It cost a pretty large amount of money. I'm not gonna say how much, but it was very expensive. So I planned to do this the week before my spring break, like I said, and I go in there super happy, kind of nervous. Both of my parents, mind you, are on vacation in Hawaii. I'm by myself with my sister, and I'm there for 4 hours. Honestly, didn't really seem like 4 hours, so I was okay with it. So as she was doing my hair, she was doing a full foil. She did color on the top, which I feel like is kind of worn off now. It's been like 2 months since I've gotten it done. As she was doing the foils, she like purposefully missed a huge section. Like, my hair is parted differently so I can't find it, but she had purposefully missed like a section like this big just in the front, and it was like the only section she had ever missed. Maybe she did that on accident, but she can see it better than I can, so why would she do that? So I didn't say anything. Obviously I don't want to like step on anybody's toes. Kind of like, what is she doing with this one random piece? She goes and washes my hair out, all of the bleach and stuff. She used Olaplex, which is a very good brand. It doesn't damage your hair that much. I don't really know if Olaplex is bleach or if it's toner or if it's like a mixer. I don't really know. This is the time where I was still in denial. I like got back to my chair. Obviously there's a big mirror and I could see my hair. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like this. She starts to blow dry it, and it is so intensely orange and yellow, and I just wanted to cry. Like, that was one thing I had specifically told her. I was like, my biggest fear going blonde is it turning really brassy and orange and yellow, and I just don't want that. And she was like, don't worry, I won't do that. And she really didn't even blow dry it like a blow dry job. She just kind of did. It just looked terrible, and I was like, yo, what are you doing? And as she's like lifting my hair up, I can see just like, look at that right there, just like splotches and stuff like that, and I was dying inside because A, I hate confrontation, and B, even if I hate my haircut or like a hairstyle, I usually just say, oh yeah, it's really good, and I go home and fix it. And I was like, I'm gonna pay all of this money and I can't fix it. Like, I don't know what to do. And so she's like noticing that I'm not loving it, and like obviously it just looks terrible. That she goes, okay, so I'm gonna have you come back on Thursday, which was 2 days from there, and she goes, we're gonna blend this more. It was just brown and yellow. It was like not any ombre. It was nothing. This is what I wanted my hair to look like. I gave her this picture in reference that I had found on Instagram, and everybody that I knew, friends, family, said yes, do that. So I was super excited that she could do it because she said she could do it. As I was getting my hair done, my phone had actually died, so I had no contact with my mom, and my mom she gets what she wants and she's not afraid of confrontation like I am. I paid, which first of all, should not have happened because my hair was awful. It was so bad that I forgot to tip because I was so embarrassed of how my hair looked. I wanted to get out of there and charge my phone and call my mom. Even if somebody does a bad job at like a restaurant or a hair or like nails, I'll still tip, and I totally forgot about a tip until I got home, and I was like, I was even still like, oh, I should go back and give a tip, but I think the salon had closed, that's why I didn't. But she didn't even deserve a tip anyway, so I don't know why I was so freaked out about that. On my way home, I am crying. I am bawling my eyes out. It's like a movie, and I'm just yelling at myself because I can't talk to anybody. My phone's dead, and I didn't have a charger in my car. I was yelling, why did I do this? This was such a mistake. Why did I try to go blonde? Obviously, being on camera, my hair has to be on camera. Normally, I would be like, oh, it's just hair, but because I film my life and I'm just like a social media, like, oh, it was awful. First person I call is my mom, and I'm bawling my eyes out still, and she's just like so confused, and I'm like, my hair turned out terrible, and she was like, oh god, what happened? So I told her the whole story, and she asked me to send her pictures, and these are the pictures. This is what happened to my hair, and the pictures don't even do it justice. Like, in person, it was 10 times worse. After I sent her those, she was freaking out. She called the salon back. Luckily, people were still there. So then my mom started talking to my hairdresser. My hairdresser was like, don't worry, she's gonna come back in 2 days. It'll be free of charge. We're gonna fix it. I went back to the salon, and I was so embarrassed to go in there. And I go with my mom this time. My mom had gotten back like the next day. You could tell visibly walking in, there was so much tension. I don't know why. Like, if she had just fixed it, everything would be fine. There's no need for tension. The second time, she was so nervous. I felt so bad. I think it's because my mom was there. I'm in there for another 4 hours. I felt so bad for my mom, and she didn't want to put any more bleach on my hair. So basically all she did was dye this more, blend everything in, do more Olaplex and toners. She had done my hair 3 times, and every time I was like, no, this is not okay. This is not acceptable. There were still splotches everywhere, and I was like, I don't even know like what to do. Like, I know I shouldn't bleach my hair more, but this shouldn't be happening. Like, it is so bad. At this point, my hair didn't really feel gross or anything. Like, it was just really frizzy, and that's kind of like what happens when you go blonde. Like, when you put bleach in your hair gets frizzy. I walk out of there with my mom at like 9 p.m. I'm like happier with my hair because it's getting fixed, but it was still so terrible for having a salon job. Like, it looked like I did my hair myself, and that is not something you want as a salonist, someone to walk out of your salon. You're basically, that person is advertising for you. A couple days go by, I go on spring break, and I'm using heat on my hair because my hair feels totally normal, and then a couple days later I noticed right here was so tangly all the time, and I couldn't run my fingers through it. Still can't. And it was just like, it felt like straw, like gross straw. I was like, great. She like killed my hair with this bleach. It's literally dead. And then a couple days later, I stopped using heat on my hair altogether. A couple days later, I noticed my hair started to get short right here, and I was like, my hair is breaking. It is falling off. Oh, also I got my money back because that's the thing that should have happened in the first place. It gets, as you can see, there's a very short piece right here. It stops right there. There's a short piece right there. All of this hair down here is just very thin because it's just like a couple strands. There's just random splotches in my hair. That shouldn't be happening. I straightened my hair today. I try not to put heat on it, but that's just not an ombre that you want, so that sucks. That was my hair horror story. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked more of these stories, make sure to give them a like, and I will think of more things that happened to me, like horrible things. And I'll see you guys next video. Bye!